Welcome back. I'm your host, Gabriel, and today we will recap the last two games of the quarterfinal round. And what a weekend we had. 4 games, incredible games, outstanding performances, unexpected results, lots of drama, lots of excitement, history being made. What else can we say? The Moroccan national team made history yesterday. They defeated Portugal 1-0 and became the first African team to reach the semifinals with a fantastic goal scored by Nasiri and with a powerful header at the end of the first half. The second half was all about Portugal. They dominated the possession. They put pressure on the Moroccan defense, but they were not able to find a way past the impressive defense and Bono in goal. Coach Fernando Santos' decision to leave Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench for the second game in a row proved to be a costly mistake, as the Portuguese team struggled to create clear chances without their star player. He only went in at the 50th minute, but it was not enough to turn the tide and give Portugal the much-needed equalizer. This victory is definitely a historic moment for Morocco and their fans, who will now eagerly anticipate in the semi-final match. For Portugal and Ronaldo, it is a disappointing end to a storied international career for this legendary player. It's sad to see Ronaldo to cap his international career this way with a player who will definitely be considered among the top 10 players in history without a doubt. No one can argue this. So it's really sad to see him go this way. But kudos to Morocco. They just dispatched Belgium, then Spain, now Portugal, and now France stands in between them and the dream of reaching the World Cup final. Here's our ambassador to the United States, Freddy Tersolio, live from Virginia.
Hi, this is my post-game analysis for Argentina versus, who do we play? Oh, yes, Netherlands. Well, as expected, Argentina gets to score, and then I don't know why do they keep on doing this. They just fall back and wait. Even just one goal for them seems to be enough, and they don't pursue another one. That tactic has always worked against my heart, my health, my mind being. So it's always so frustrating to watch them, move the ball, control the ball easily, score the goal, and then just give the ball away. So the 2-1 game was going stressful enough. The 10-minute elongation of for the extra time was totally unnecessary. The referee was horrific. I think even I got a yellow card watching the game from home for yelling. So yes, all those things just didn't play in our favor. But at least we pulled it through and we made it out to the next round. One thing I do like to comment is that I can't stand when commentators call a blocked penalty a miss. That is just wrong terminology. A blocked penalty is a praise for the goalie who guessed diving on the right side and the correct side and having the strength enough to block the ball. A miss is what Enzo Fernandez did when the goalie actually could have just stayed put and nothing happened.
Here is Rowan Fisler, our U21 men's team captain and play-by-play commentator.
And that is it. That is the quarterfinals done and over with. Interesting games today. The first one being Morocco against Portugal. Another upset in this tournament, which just seems to be the tournament of upsets and underdogs, as Morocco has once again shocked the world, becoming the first African nation, the first Arab nation to reach a World Cup semifinal. It's a massive accomplishment, and it gives hope to any African national team to go far, and with a game plan and with the right players, right coach and right philosophy, you can get there. Unfortunate for Portugal. Same with Spain. They struggled to break down Morocco and their low block and their defensive shape, which is ultimately going to cost you, especially when Morocco were clinical. They took their chance. An unfortunate mistake from Diogo Costa in that, but people can blame Costa for that loss, but every other player on that pitch is equally responsible for not finding a chance and not finding the right pass, right shot, right moment, right space, all that kind of stuff for the right opportunity to equalize and take the game over. So that is equally on everyone, and Portugal is out, deservedly so, and Morocco is on to the semi-final. The second game, England against France. What a game. I'd say that's one of the best games of the tournament so far as well. Once again, both of these games, the refereeing and the officiating was a little questionable, especially in this game. A lot of England fans felt feeling hard done by with the decision of Upamecano not giving up a penalty, even though I thought the foul was outside the box, and due to the ref not calling anything, it couldn't be a penalty or it couldn't be a foul because that's not like the VAR under that jurisdiction, and it definitely wasn't a penalty because it wasn't in the box. But yeah, definitely both pens were warranted. Tio Hernandez was reckless in his challenge. The first challenge by Chouameni was also a penalty. I thought that even France could have had a penalty when, I forget who, but Giroud got pushed down the box. Both hands were extended by the player. I think it may have been Shaw. Unfortunate not to get a penalty for France, but France ultimately taking their chances better. England were the better side for most of the second half, probing forward and trying to find that goal. Couldn't find anything, wasn't clinical, no final action. So France just used their chances better. Griezmann with another great performance. I mean, if Griezmann isn't in your team of the tournament so far, I don't know what you've been watching. He's just been so vital for our team. And, me being a France fan, it was definitely nerve-wracking watching that game. But I'm happy we've advanced, and on to Morocco.
Good afternoon. This is my post-game analysis of France versus England. I think it was a fantastic match. Very enjoyable to watch. A constant attack and pressure on both sides. Unfortunately, I think Mbappe, when he wants to score, he scores. It's just the way he plays. It's just too strong, too determined. And the plays that they've done on the goals, the 2 goals that they scored, was just a really good play. So my fear is that we will have to meet up again with them now in the final, and I just don't know if we've got enough to pull it off. I like the fight that England gave them, and I'm so sorry for Mr. Kane to actually have missed that penalty. I was rooting for England for at least for a tie and the extra minutes, and then let luck determine. Not luck. It does take a lot of practice and of talent to be able to score a penalty. So they could have gone to penalties, and I would have been okay with the outcome of the game. I still had France winning, even though in the heart I wanted England to be the team.
The second game of the day yesterday saw France defeating England 2-1 in the quarterfinals and securing their place in the semis, and also solidifying their status as one of the top teams, of probably that favorite to win the tournament. The goals were scored by Chouameni in the first half, an impressive shot from outside the box, and then Olivier Giroud in the second half with an impressive finish, like a header too. Harry Kane scored for England with a penalty kick, and then had the chance to tie the game in the dying minutes with another PK, but unfortunately his shot went over the crossbar. France definitely showed their quality and their depth in this match, with players like Griezmann, Rabiot, Dembélé, and the aforementioned Giroud to step up to compensate for Mbappe's slightly disappointing performance for the second game in a row. Like the last two games, we have seen very little from him. Now the team will face the revelation, the surprising Morocco in the semifinals, a match that very few could have predicted at the start of the tournament, except for Samuel Eto'o. That's actually the semifinal he predicted. But overall, was a thrilling match. France will hoping to continue their strong form and make it to the final and become the first team to win 2 consecutive World Cups since 1962 when Brazil did it. They won 1958 in Sweden and then repeated in Chile in 1962. So with all this being said, the semifinals now will have Argentina playing against Croatia on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and then France playing against Morocco on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And this is a game that absolutely no one saw coming. Now let's hear from our technical director, Santiago Almada.
Yesterday was an exciting day for soccer as we saw the last 2 quarterfinal games. Really unfortunate to see Portugal go out early. You know, it's kind of had me feeling a type of way yesterday. I was really hoping to see Ronaldo make the final. I feel like the guys had to deal with so much, especially in the last few months. So it was really disappointing to see him go out. And even the comments online, people making fun of that, the whole thing rubbed me the wrong way. So if you're one of those people, we've basically been unable to appreciate these professional athletes because we've been pitting them against each other, and to see one of them bow out like that and see some people celebrating was just left a poor taste in my mouth. But congrats to Morocco again on another impressive win. And then France and England. I feel like England got, pretty unlucky not to score that penalty shot. France did not look as good as they had in the previous game, but it'll be exciting to see the games this week and see which ones come on top. So obviously I'm cheering for Argentina. I'm hoping we'll make it to the final. Messi loses his trophy, and then realistically France should beat Morocco. So I'm hoping for an Argentina-France final.
There are no games tomorrow, Monday, but we will still be around because we have the prediction for the Tuesday game, but we'll also bring some other opinions about this World Cup, who to many is the best ever. Like many people are saying this is the most unpredictable, most entertaining, most thrilling World Cup in history. I have memories from the one in 1978 forward, right? I was 11 years old when it was the World Cup in Argentina. I remember that one. It was exciting for different reasons because we were the host team and we won it. I remember 1982 was a very special World Cup too. Argentina's probably best roster ever, and they failed to even make it to the last rounds. In terms of excitement and unpredictability, I would have to agree. This is probably the most unpredictable and the most exciting World Cup I remember. There were others with probably greater games or better teams, but of the ones I've seen, this ranks way up high. We'll see tomorrow.